Never keep these items in your home, because just one could quietly drain away all your luck and money. Hello, I am Master Zhen. Most people think that bad luck or losing money comes from external factors, like the economy, their job, or just bad timing. But in applied Feng Shui and in the principles of energy, it is actually your home that reflects your personal prosperity the most clearly. Every single item you keep inside your house sends out a signal. Are you living in peace or in chaos? In abundance or in lack? In a flow of wealth that is open or blocked? There are things we think of as decorations, souvenirs, or everyday household items. But in reality, they quietly drain away your life force, disrupt the flow of energy, and cause your money to slip away without a trace. The most dangerous part is they make no sound, give no warning. They just sit there, silently, but slowly suck away your good fortune day after day. Today, I am going to reveal to you the items that you should absolutely never keep in your home, and why even one small object can slow down your financial energy, reduce your luck, or make life feel harder than it should be. Before I begin, take a moment to write a positive affirmation in the comments to activate good energy for yourself. For example, I am ready to remove whatever is blocking my wealth and open the door to prosperity. And if you are interested in wealth feng shui, money attracting rituals, or the secrets to protecting your life's blessings, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you can join me on this journey. Every video will be a small doorway helping you to understand the energy in your living space more deeply and how wealth can come to you in the most natural way possible. So, what exactly are those items? Right now, I am going to reveal them to you one by one, the seemingly ordinary things that can quietly affect the flow, stability, and luck within your very own home. Number 1. Old, foggy, or cracked mirrors. In every home, there is usually a mirror that has been kept out of habit, memory, or just convenience. We tend to leave it there for months or even years without ever asking ourselves, is this mirror still reflecting anything positive? And because of that familiarity, most people fail to realize a powerful truth. Old, foggy, or cracked mirrors are among the most influential items when it comes to your emotional state and life stability. A mirror is often seen as a bright spot of the home. It reflects not just your image, but your emotions, your spirit, and even the energy of the space you live in. When a mirror is still new and clear, it gives you a sense of brightness, clarity, and makes the space feel more open. But when the surface starts to fog up or lose its sharpness, when the image becomes blurry or the light gets scattered, you begin to feel like you are fading within it too. This might sound small, but it actually has a subtle psychological effect. When you look into a blurry reflection every day, your mind gradually adapts to that lack of clarity and light. You might find it harder to focus, harder to make decisions, or constantly feel unsure without knowing why. It all starts with your eyes no longer receiving a clear image, and your brain in return mirrors that feeling into your emotions. A cracked mirror, even with just a thin hairline fracture, sends a powerful message: fragmentation. A split reflection can create a subtle sense of insecurity or incompleteness. You may start to feel like something in your life is off, like there is a tiny invisible line cutting across your peace. These feelings are not superstitions. They are natural human responses to distorted or broken visuals. When an old or cracked mirror remains in your home for too long, the space begins to carry a heavier emotional tone. You might find yourself more easily stressed, more likely to have misunderstandings during conversations, and the warmth in your home may start to fade. Sometimes all it takes is replacing the mirror, and the entire room feels brighter, more relaxing, and even the way you feel about yourself starts to shift. Number 2. Half-burned candles. In many homes, especially where people love a cozy atmosphere, candles are often lit for special occasions and then left half-burned on tables, shelves, or nightstands. They sit there quietly, familiar, and almost unnoticed. But that sense of incompletion actually sends a message that is far from positive for your life. Candles symbolize wholeness, a soft, steady light that burns from beginning to end. When you light a candle, it brings warmth, like comforting yourself through life's delicate moments. But when a flame goes out halfway, leaving behind melted wax and a missing piece of the candle, the image it creates is one of something unfinished, something that never made it to the end. We humans already carry the emotional weight of unfinished things, plans not yet started, feelings unspoken, goals unachieved. A half-burned candle becomes a silent symbol of all that. Each time you walk by it, even if you are not looking directly at it, your subconscious picks up a quiet signal. Something has been left hanging. Over time, those little signals build up, making you more likely to procrastinate, lose focus, or feel like nothing you do ever really wraps up. Also, when a candle flame is extinguished midway, it often leaves behind a faint burnt smell and a thin layer of soot, hard to see, but still present. These lingering effects make the air feel just a bit heavier and darker, as if one tiny corner of your home is holding on to an energy that ended but never truly closed. That is why places filled with half-used candles often feel dimmer, quieter, and less vibrant. Some people leave half-burned candles thinking they will light them again next time, but in many cases, that never happens. The candle just sits there like a promise unkept, a plan on pause, or a task left undone. And over time, your life starts to reflect that same sense of incompletion. Number 3. Old stuffed animals. In many households, especially those with young children or people who love cute things, stuffed animals are often kept as decorations, keepsakes, or simply out of habit. But very few realize that these seemingly harmless objects can bring a heavy feeling into your living space, especially when they are old, dusty, or no longer cared for the way they used to be. Stuffed animals are made of soft materials that trap air, dust, and moisture. When left in your home for too long, they become holders of stale energy that the human body can actually react to. A stuffed animal that is no longer clean or fresh gives off a feeling of stagnation, something you may not see with your eyes, but you will sense it the moment you enter the room. It is a subtle weight that is hard to describe, but your mind knows it is there. What makes it more impactful is that stuffed animals often take the form of familiar creatures: bears, bunnies, dogs, cats. The human mind naturally attaches emotion to these familiar shapes, making them feel like part of the emotional fabric of your home. When a stuffed animal becomes flat, faded, or loses its shape, it not only dulls the aesthetic of your space, but also creates a subtle emotional sense that something is no longer what it used to be. And that feeling, however small, can take away from the warmth and comfort of your home. Even more importantly, old stuffed animals do not just affect the space, they affect your emotional state. A room filled with plush toys from years ago can trap your spirit in the past, making it harder to welcome new, fresh feelings. For older adults, or those trying to build a more stable life, this can create an emotional weight, like something is holding them back, even if they cannot name it. If these toys are placed in the wrong areas, such as near the entrance, in dark corners, or by resting spaces, they can disrupt the energy flow of the entire house. You may find that the home no longer feels peaceful, that conversations become more tense, and that the overall atmosphere becomes less harmonious. You do not have to throw away all your stuffed animals, but if you have some that are too old, too dusty, falling apart, or simply no longer bring joy, let them go. Removing them is not about avoiding bad luck. It is about clearing the way for a cleaner, lighter, and more nurturing space for yourself. Number 4. Broken electrical appliances. In most homes, there are always a few devices that no longer work but still sit quietly in a corner somewhere. A desk lamp that no longer turns on, a fan that squeals and then stops, a rice cooker waiting to be repaired, or a blender that has not run in months. These items seem harmless, but their stillness actually creates a heavy energy that often goes unnoticed. Electrical appliances are designed to function, to move, to operate, to bring convenience and positive flow to daily life. When they stop working, they become symbols of stagnation. A dead lamp creates a shadow. A broken clock freezes time. A kitchen appliance that no longer runs disrupts the flow of meal preparation. All of this adds up to a quiet message. Something in life is stuck. Keeping broken appliances in your home for too long leads to a space that feels sluggish. You may find it harder to start new projects, more prone to procrastination, or lacking motivation for reasons you cannot explain. Humans respond strongly to their environments, and non-functioning items are subtle blockages that influence your mindset and energy each day. Even more impactful is where those items are located. If a broken appliance sits in the kitchen, the heart of nourishment, it disrupts the feeling of warmth and care. If it is in your office or workspace, it can make your work feel stuck, your goals unclear, or your income feel unstable. You may not think much of it, but your subconscious picks up on that stuck energy very clearly. A broken appliance also adds invisible clutter. Every time you see it, you may think, "I really should fix that," but you are too busy, so it stays. That repeated hesitation trains your brain to delay action, and that habit slowly spreads into other parts of your life. When you choose to either repair or let go of a broken appliance, you are doing more than just cleaning up. You are sending a powerful message to yourself. Things should move, progress, and continue. That small act reopens the natural flow of energy in your space, clears your mind, and makes life feel easier to breathe through. Take a moment to look around your home. Is there an item that no longer works, but you have kept it just for now, for later, or because it is not in the way? Try dealing with just one of them. You will feel the shift right away. Lighter, neater, easier. Working appliances mean a life in motion. Broken ones hold your life in pause. Number 5. Stagnant water. No matter how tidy your home may be, there are always places where stagnant water can quietly build up, and we often overlook them. It might be a vase of water that has changed color but is still sitting there, a tray of spilled water from the night before that has not been wiped, or a plant pot on the porch collecting rainwater. These small things are usually brushed off because it's just water. But in reality, still water carries one of the most subtle yet powerful effects on your living space. Water is only healthy when it flows. The moment it stops moving, it begins to lose its freshness. It changes color, develops an odor, and brings in a heavy, sinking feeling. Even if your eyes cannot detect the change immediately, the space around you can. There is a strange silence, a subtle dampness, and your mood may unconsciously start to match that energy. When you walk into a room with stagnant water, you might feel the air grow heavier, duller, with less life, even though you cannot quite pinpoint why. Stagnant water carries the energy of things that are stuck, unfinished, or not moving forward. It becomes a symbol of life pausing, and unknowingly, it can cause your own life to feel stuck too. People who have multiple spots of standing water around their home often experience low energy, mental fog, or that frustrating sense that nothing is moving forward. It is not superstition. It is simply the mind reacting to the environment it lives in. The sight of dirty or old water often triggers feelings of decay, decline, and a lack of nourishment. When a flower vase is left out for too long, the water turns cloudy, begins to smell, the flowers wilt quickly, and the space feels immediately outdated. For older individuals, or anyone seeking peace in life, this can have a very real emotional impact. Even if you do not look directly at it, your senses still pick it up in the background. What is important to remember is this: stagnant water usually appears in the places we ignore the most. A plant pot on the balcony, a water tray under the sink, a rainy window ledge, or a forgotten glass after a busy night. All of these create pause points in the energy of your home. And when your house has too many of these pause points, your life begins to feel stuck, slow, or hesitant. Getting rid of stagnant water is not just about cleaning. It is about restarting the natural flow of energy in your space. Just by dumping out that old vase, drying up that spilled tray, or draining a waterlogged pot, you will notice that the air feels brighter, cleaner, and easier to breathe. The space becomes more defined, and your mood lightens with it. Look around your house today. Is there any water left sitting from yesterday? Any flower vases that have not been refreshed in days? Any plant pots with water pooled at the bottom? By clearing out those spots, your home will instantly feel renewed, and your mind will pick up on that shift right away. Number 6. Old debt-related papers. There is one type of item that many families keep tucked away in drawers, folders, or old boxes, not because they need them, but because they have not had time to sort them out. These are the old debt-related papers, expired loan receipts, past due bills, fines, or notices from financially difficult times. And they carry a heavier energy than almost anything else in the house. The thing is, these papers are rarely in plain sight. They are usually stuffed in the back of a drawer, hidden in a pile, or mixed with more important documents. But every time you open that drawer and see one of them, even just a glimpse, there is a familiar reaction, a moment of unease, a slight worry, or a fleeting thought that something is still unfinished. Whether you are aware of it or not, that moment leaves an imprint on your mind. Papers tied to debt always carry an unspoken message, a sense of lack, of financial pressure, of incompletion. Even if the debt has long been paid off, the energy of that experience still lingers on the paper. Holding on to physical reminders of tough financial times can unintentionally weigh down your present, as if you are still living in fear or cautiousness around money. What is surprising is that sometimes just a single old fine or overdue bill, even one that has been fully paid, can trigger a sense of financial loss every time you see it. It is a tiny, repeated feeling, but over time it can lead your mind into chronic, low-grade anxiety. Some people say their finances never seem to feel stable, and one key reason is that they are still keeping visible reminders of financial struggle right inside their homes. Your home holds on to everything you choose to keep. Documents marked by stress, financial worry, and past hardship send that same emotional tone into your living space. If these papers are stored in your office area, you may notice that it is harder to concentrate or get work done smoothly. If they are in a shared living space, the household energy might feel heavier or tenser. And if they are near your bedroom, you may find yourself having restless thoughts about money late at night, without knowing why. Throwing away old debt papers is not about avoiding your past. It is about giving yourself permission to enter a new, lighter chapter. When you clear out that drawer and remove documents that no longer hold value, you are sending yourself a powerful message. That chapter is over. You deserve to live with more ease, more clarity, and without the burden of old financial fears. Number 7. Broken or damaged statues. A statue is meant to be whole. It represents completeness, balance, and stability. When a piece of it breaks, even something small, that image is no longer intact, and whether you realize it or not, your mind registers that missing piece every time you pass by. A broken statue is not just a damaged object, it becomes a symbol of something that has lost its harmony. Many people hold on to broken statues because of sentiment, guilt, or simply not knowing where to put them. But keeping broken figures in your home is like holding on to a part of yourself that feels incomplete. Every time you see it, your mind receives a quiet reminder: something is not whole, something is out of place, something has not been healed. Over time, this can subtly weigh down the energy of your space and create a quiet, underlying tension. Statues with visible damage especially affect the energy when placed in open, shared spaces like the living room or entryway. These areas are meant to be warm and welcoming, but a broken piece in these zones throws off the balance, as if something off is always present. Some people have shared that they feel a low-level tension or conflict at home, or a strange sense that things are never quite calm. And often, that tension starts with what they are unconsciously seeing every day. If the statue is in your bedroom, the effect can be even more intense. The bedroom is where your spirit rests and recharges. A damaged item in that space can disturb your sleep, heighten emotional restlessness, and trigger low-level worry for no obvious reason. Sometimes, just removing that one broken statue can make the whole room feel noticeably lighter and more peaceful. Keeping broken statues is like holding on to old stories you have already lived through, but have not yet let go. Not all memories need to be kept in physical form. Some things, once broken, are meant to be released. Doing so does not erase the memory. It simply clears space for better things to come into your life. When you take a moment to truly look around your home, you will realize that every item you keep holds a story. Some of those stories help you move forward, and some are meant to come to a close, so your life can feel lighter and brighter. Things that may seem small or insignificant, like a broken statue collecting dust in the corner, outdated paperwork buried in a drawer, half-burned candles sitting untouched, or electrical appliances that no longer serve their purpose, all quietly contribute to an overall sense of stagnation, emotional heaviness, and a lack of natural, energetic flow throughout your living space. Letting go of these items is not about following superstitions, and it certainly does not have to be overwhelming or complicated. It is simply a gentle, mindful decision to clear out what no longer serves you, a powerful way to refresh your environment, allow your mind to breathe more deeply, and open up your space for ease, lightness, and positive movement to enter. When your physical space shifts, even in small ways, your emotional energy begins to shift too. And in that subtle but meaningful transformation, your entire life starts moving in a brighter, more peaceful, and more empowered direction, all starting right from your own home. Before you leave this video, write a positive affirmation in the comments to open the door to good energy for yourself. For example, I am ready to let go of what holds me back and invite lightness and luck into my life. And if you found these insights helpful, do not forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a future message. Every video is a small step to help your home and you become more peaceful, more balanced, and more gently aligned with the energy of ease and well-being day by day.